things. Guess what? All of those things. Happy summer. All of those wonderful things. And before we go any further, HU.
You know what? You cannot. You have to. I'm gonna need you to stay authentic, okay?
Oh.
Because you ran a whole list of HBCUs down. I did not see.
Oh, we gonna be on that right now. Huh?
But we know where the truth and the light are. At least we know
about
where the truth is. You know where the truth is. You may not be able to say it publicly.
I will say it publicly. I love the blue.
Which blue? Which blue?
First of all,
which blue?
I believe 35.
Because they're different colors of blue.
3500 John Mary.
Okay, we know that one. Okay.
Nashville, Tennessee, 209. I'm so glad. But I do have. I know you're trying to get your camera. You own yours.
I know. I can't have us both on here.
You can. You gotta probably push it back. But anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because my auntie was able to do.
Oh, and then I just like this.
Howard University.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's how you're going to have to do that. See?
Okay.
Howard University.
Okay.
I love Howard University. And I'm so fond of Howard University. I actually wanted to go to Howard. I really did.
I know.
I really did.
I believe it.
And if President, sir, and faculty, Bursa office, if you have a scholarship somewhere laying around,
theology. Well, you have a doctorate in theology.
I would do something education, leadership.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we got that. Yeah.
Today.
I'm sure.
I would today.
I may be able to hook you up with Frederick.
What's the address?
That's 6th Avenue.
6th Avenue? 6th Avenue?
6th Street, Northwest.
Okay.
The exact number I can't remember.
Okay,
right
it's
now.
okay.
The A building.
The A building.
Just write the A building for Howard University.
So those of us who are with Howard, who
beautiful.
There you go.
Perfect. There we go.
I love it. I want it. Bison bread. Love it.
You got it in your blood.
It's in my blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
But I love Big Blue too. You know,
say it though with more passion.
Okay. I love Big Blue
with
too.
Executive coaching from Dawn, which we need to talk about in a minute, but we have to get through our pleasantries.
I do love Big Blue.
It's something to love.
Oh, it's something to love. It is. And you know, the love has grown with me being
here
in Nashville.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yes. You can identify.
I can identify.
We eat fish sandwiches different in the South.
Fish sandwiches are definitely eaten differently.
Do y'all eat them in Howard?
You know, that's a
question.
Howard, I don't remember eating very many fish sandwiches. I remember eating, you know, there's a heavy Jamaican influence there.
Okay. Eastern Coast. East Coast.
East Coast, yes.
Is it East Coast?
Yes. So we did a lot of, beef patties and all of that kind of stuff. And, jerk chicken. Right, exactly. Now, we did do Polish. We had some Southern food, but it wasn't...
catfish.
No. Not
whiting.
But they do have whiting. We did do some whiting, yes.
Perch.
We did do whiting.
Y'all
perch. Now, my daddy raised us on perch, but we didn't do a whole lot of perch at Howard. But definitely whiting, a lot of whiting. I do remember that. Y'all remember
and
that?
Now we on something
that was a special day. Because most of the day, it was ramen. And can you send me? Okay.
We good. We're trying
Okay, good. We're getting it all because we don't want to miss anything. Before we get into the content, I do have to tell the people.
Okay.
If you haven't visited, Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, you must stop by because I had the pleasure of attending your service on Sunday. And I'm going to tell you, Pastor, we've been friends a few years now. But honestly, to see you grow homiletically has just been fantastic. I'm serious. I was just telling my kids, I said, your sermon from Sunday, and this is why my old pastor used to always say, hurry up and get to the cross, right? Because it doesn't have to be a whole lot to be impactful.
Say that again. It doesn't
have to be a whole lot. Right. We can be too verbose sometimes and we miss the message. Verbose. Right. We can be too verbose.
Use that in a sentence. See, that's Howard. I would have never chosen verbose. But because I have not attended HU, and walked across the yard, verbose is a bison term.
So crazy. But yes, perhaps. But you understand what I'm saying. And I was even telling them how you took that scripture that I've heard several times about the two fish and 5 loaves, and how you put a whole different spin on it. No one has ever said that I can remember. He asked about the bread, but we got bread and some fish, right? Okay, yeah. So that whole thank God for the extra. And and we're gonna get straight to what we're talking about. But today, I was looking for my my shea buttercream, and so I opened an older one because I was like, there may be some in here. And guess what was in there?
A little extra.
Some extra. I was like, I looked in my mirror. I was like, thank God for the extra. So yeah, I do have to tell everybody. And then of course, the whole service. I love, it took me back to when I grew up at Temple Baptist Church in Cleveland. And I knew, which I posted, when I saw that washboard, I'm like, somebody.
We finna have church. I saw that.
We finna have church. Exactly. Somebody gonna get all the way happy. And we need that, right? Okay. We need that. We need that. Yeah.
That space
so
is still a special space.
Yes.
You have to protect that.
You do. Exactly.
You have to protect that.
That's
you have
right.
to protect that. But you use the word, and I know we vacillating and bobbing and weaving. To grow in anything, it comes with practice.
Practice. That's right. Absolutely.
Like people are sitting, y'all are seeing us sit down, but we've sat down.
Yes.
For years. We talk.
That's right.
We've walked this walk in COVID.
That's right.
When we couldn't come together.
That's right.
We were trying to do things. So people will try to measure us from this day.
Right.
Not knowing you
don't know.
Go back 5 years.
Right.
Go back into COVID.
Right.
Go back and pull the archive things.
That's true. Yeah.
The books
that
you have written.
That's true.
What would Barack do?
Yes.
Agape.
Right.
That's the 7 intentional languages of leadership.
Right.
The other trainings that you have done and you still do. The things that you are allowing to help grow us.
Right.
I grow through us.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I do. I grow through us.
Yes.
And I wanted to open up today talking about executive coaching.
Right.
Has been around, and the market has changed for executive coaching, which is fine.
It has.
But we already out here. So I'm just going to segue into what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And thank you for the compliment.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for the message.
It's not easy.
No, I know.
You know that.
This I know.
It's not easy.
No.
Reading rooms, reading audiences, reading emotions, gathering all of that data, understanding the need for that moment.
Yes.
Not being too verbose.
Right. Exactly.
Just because you got it don't mean they need it.
That's right. That's it.
They don't need that.
They don't need that. Right.
And as a matter of fact, we know you got it.
Right.
But that comes with some growth.
Yeah.
Self-awareness,
absolutely,
new perspective.
That's right.
I know you got it.
Exactly.
They really do.
That's right.
But they don't need that.
They don't need that.
Not that.
That's right.
They need the authentic you that's connected to this moment where we've meshed together.
That's right.
Congealed and because I didn't preach that morning, and you've been to 8:30.
I have.
I didn't preach that. I didn't even see that until I sat in the pulpit.
Is that right?
Literally, I was being honest. I sat down, and God said, "You never mentioned the extra." I said, "What extra?" He said, "We talked about the loaves."
Wow.
And your focus was the loaves. And he said, in this sermon, I just need you to shift your focus. I said, huh? And he said, talk about the extra fish. And then y'all went crazy. But
because that's why I'm telling you, but that's how he moves. Yeah. And I love how we can. I love that you even said, you know what? Hey, I looked at it and it was like, he's like, this is where we got to go with this.
Yeah, this
today.
Is right here.
And then you honored the call. Because sometimes we miss honoring the call. And when you do that, you sometimes miss the moment. Exactly. But
Hold on, write that down.
You know what?
No. Honor the call.
Honor the call.
Put that in your phone.
You have to honor the call.
Because if you don't honor the call, you could miss the moment.
You can miss the moment.
Yeah, I gotta write that down. Yeah. Because I've been asking Dawn to work on another book. I'm not gonna give the title because you know what it's about. What your mother taught you.
Yes.
About that piece.
Right.
And how that, manifests.
Yeah, and even to your point on that, and then we will get straight into this topic, is when I saw you on Sunday, it even took me back to that conversation that you and I had about that, because a lot of us, and of course, it's not to say that it's not good to also have, the lights and the fanfare of these newly developed churches, but the beauty of the from scratch cake, right, is that I know what I have.
Right.
I know the ingredients. And so watching that on Sunday took me back to the from scratch cake.
Okay.
Because the from scratch cake, I don't care how you mix it up, it still is going to taste better in most cases.
Than store-bought.
In store-bought.
No way. No way.
Ask her when she gonna make me some of the cake. We gonna maybe the holidays. We'll get to that. But yeah.
No,
So just witnessing that, like that, being in that space with y'all on Sunday took me back.
Took you back to the roots.
Yeah.
Like, this is what
back to the roots.
This is
right.
This is what
the power of a cake from scratch.
Okay.
Looks like.
Okay.
Right.
They gave you that.
Yeah. The power of
you
a cake from scratch.
The cracking of the egg.
That's right.
The wisp.
Exactly.
All of it. The wisping.
All of it. Yes. Yeah. The moistness. All of it.
All
it's
of
different.
It. All of it. Now. Because you and I,
yes,
we transitioned and we tried our best. So I would transition with HU.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
And y'all, as the more content we put out there, they'll get it. Executive coaching.
Yes.
And I'm entering this way.
Okay.
The greatest head coaches: Michael, LeBron, Larry, Magic, Wilt Chamberlain. It does not matter. Walter Payton, since you're Chicago to some degree, the greatest people have coaches.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Executive coaching is nothing new.
No.
And I shared this 2 years ago with an individual. You all right?
Okay.
I'll move it on the other side. I promise you. I shared this with an individual. I said, you were at your best when you were being coached. And through your coaching and teaching, that individual became reactive rather than responsive.
No, really?
They reacted. Like, I said, okay, but when you were being coached,
negative reaction.
The negative.
Okay.
I said, look what just happened in this exchange of this conversation.
Okay.
You went somewhere. I spoke a fact / truth, but the coach you never would have reacted that way because you was an athlete,
right?
Operating under the parameters of the game and understood the penalties of outbursts.
Okay.
But now you're not being coached, and now I guess you don't feel like same rules apply, which they do,
right?
And the consequences are more dire because we're adults.
Exactly, right.
So, landing my plane.
Okay.
Executive coaching. Listen, people who are listening, please find you a coach. I want you to find this one world class, but find a coach because the better me is showing up because of us.
Okay.
I can't give y'all my.
You can.
I pay a different price.
You know what?
I pay a different price.
So what you are saying,
literally, honestly,
is proof positive for why the session that we have coming out, Lead Out Loud, exists. Because at the heart of that is communication, right? Lead Out Loud, which is September the 17th, right here in Nashville. Lead, LEADOUTLOUD. And so the premise is a World-Class Communication Symposium. And it is to be kind of a group coaching experience on how leaders need to communicate. And so to your point about that individual, maybe that's the person you're seeing, who acted better when they were coached, it's necessary for leaders to sit down and have moments of reflection on how they behaved in the moment, what they can do differently, how to frame the next step so that it does show up and look differently if in fact it didn't go in the manner that it should. It's so important, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes people undervalue getting coached when they're not in an athletic scenario.
Mhm.
But just like to your point, in athleticism, we have to be coached to be better. And even LeBron today is going to still have a coach, okay?
A coach.
Multi-millionaire LeBron James still uses a coach. And the coach, let me be clear, because also you mentioned Chicago. So Phil Jackson wrote a book about the whole mindset around being a winner.
Okay.
When he was with the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
Because it all starts in the mind. There are a lot of people who are athletically inclined, but where the separation lies is right here in the mind. And so to your point about the individual who reacted in a manner that wasn't favorable, it was because something in their amygdala had shifted, and that person wasn't able to, as we often talk about, self-regulate and have a conversation with you about whatever was challenging what they were receiving from you, and then be able to respond in a manner that built collaboration in the relationship versus tearing down. And so, so to your point, it's necessary. And I don't care what level you are, you have to have executive coaching. You need leadership coaching, just like in a relationship. You need to continuously, right? I've been married a couple times, so I know.
Okay.
And I might have missed a coaching session or two. But what I know now that I didn't know then was that, the way to get better is to stay in a position of learning and understanding. And you do that by sitting and listening to neutral sources feed into how you should operate in relationships.
Okay.
So it's all together. Yes.
Leading out loud.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
it's called Lead Out Loud because, in case you wanted to know.
I did want to know.
Yes. So Lead Out Loud was landed on because in today's society in particular, we like to lead in silence. So we like to send a text message, or we like to hide behind a set of emails versus sitting down face to face and having a real conversation. And so the idea is that we are going to help leaders to learn how to, sometimes, again, the rapid, quick, hey, text is. But if we're doing, to me, 3 back and forth, somebody needs to pick up the phone. And I've said that to you, right?
She said that to me.
I said that to you. I said, oh, you're not going to put our relationship in a text. We're not downgrading to that. So, but people, because I can see you, I can see your eyes, I can see your inflections, I can see what I'm saying, to your point again about that individual knowing, being able to read a room, right? Mm-hmm. Temperature check. I can't really temperature check you if I'm just reading your text, because I'm only operating from my vantage point. And I need to be able to see you to see, hey, how is this person
really communicating?
Because what percentage of communication is accounted for by words?
Is it below 15?
Yes, it is.
It's below 15?
Yes.
5?
7. 7%.
Slow down. Ask me that question again. What
percent of communication is accounted for by words?
Just 7.
Just 7. The rest of it is our body language, is our tone of voice. So 93% of it is outside of the words that we enter on a phone or that we type in an email. And so if we refrain from engaging in that part, then we've missed out on the bulk of what we could get from having conversation.
I'm chewing, y'all. I'm going
to give you an example. I could say right now, you ask me how I'm feeling.
How are you feeling?
I'm great.
No, you're not.
What my words say.
I know what your words say.
Right.
Or said.
Yes.
But your body language communicated something that was not what your words stated literally.
Yeah. So how many people text,
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
LOL.
What is good?
LOL, and have not cracked a smile. You're not laughing out loud. No.
That's good.
It's real.
And we have a culture that is still locked to COVID.
Yes.
But deluge
Right.
of technology
Right.
and emails where we could not connect.
That's right.
And we're trying to operate organizations
Right.
from that space.
Right. Which is
Those
why,
same norms.
Those same norms. Which is why I think we have the rise in mental health crises that we do, because when people are faced with the time that we actually have to come face to face with whatever is challenging us, or I see now a number of ladies who are, ladies, I think that's, okay, ladies who don't know how to handle even male-female relationships. Y'all flying off the handle because you don't know how to sit down and say,
and communicate.
That hurt my feelings.
And communicate.
You wanna
go and get more riled up.
So yes, exactly.
Every text you send.
Right.
I can't believe he da. And it goes from this to a level 4.
That's right.
To a level 7.
That's right.
To irate.
That's right. That's
to,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So this Lead Out Loud, the World-Class Communication Symposium, is designed to get us back to the basics on how to have real conversations, how to move through conflict. Because conflict doesn't mean I should no longer like you. It means we should talk about it and figure out the best path forward. But if we never have the conversation, how can we ever get to the move forward?
How do we get to the place to have the conversation?
Yeah.
Because of, I mean, we in the same era. We drew the line in the playground. If you step the line, knock it off my shoulder. It's always about physical or physicality or brute force or strength or empowerment or bullying. I've never learned the art of healthy conflict resolution.
Yeah, exactly.
So
first thing you have to do is ask the question. I'm dealing with a situation right now, a business related situation.
It ain't me.
And no, it's not him. But we've been emailing back and forth, not of course reaching resolution. So this morning I actually sent an email. I said, hey, can we, nothing else related to what has been said thus far, because I see that we need to sit down and talk. So I asked, hey, can we have a conversation? Simple. Because when we have a conversation, the one thing that I know, when people have a conversation, especially in business, they'll go off on an email, but face to face, it settles down. Folks settle down.
Settle down.
They settle down.
They get some get right.
They get some get right. Exactly. So the first thing we have to do is ask. And then if we know our emotions are not where they need to be, then it is okay to plan what you are going to say. How am I going to approach this objectively? Because what you want to do is stay focused on, and I'm not going to give it all away, because you and probably some of your people need to come to Lead Out Loud. But I will say that what has to be at the center is you have to focus on the problem and not the person. And sometimes the reverse happens, where we focus on the person and we may say something negative about them, and we're never getting to the problem.
Problem versus the person.
Right. We have to center on the problem.
That's got a strategy for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn it into an instructional strategy. I'm serious. See, y'all, I take all of this and do it in the cultures in which I serve, and people nominate me for leadership.
Exactly.
But I got the cheat. Just a little cheat sheet.
He's got the cheat sheet.
Just a little cheat sheet. Like, that was a magnificent idea. Let's not be personality driven.
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk about the problem, not the person.
Right.
The problem is.
Right. That's right.
The problem is, not the person.
Yes.
The problem is.
Yes. And make sure that the time is right. I say This is the formula, right? And y'all, I'm not giving it all of the other.
We're not giving it away. We're not giving it away.
But it's. Can you say it? Is it? Can you be kind? Is it necessary?
That's enough.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, I get a rest. Time is the third one, and then there's a fourth one. But the fourth one you'll get when you come to class.
That's
but
right.
Yes, but definitely those three need to be a place, and I'm on. There's a fourth, but
we'll land here. Lead out loud.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quick overview
Yes.
of what that looks like. When will it take place?
September the 17th, 2026, at the beautiful Lucid Private Conference Suites right here in Nashville, 1810 West End Avenue. It's either 1810 or 1801. It's a beautiful facility, Lucid, Lucid.
Like the car.
Is that how you? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Lucid.
What time?
It starts at 9:30. It'll be from 9:30 to 2:30, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It's going to be highly interactive. You cannot miss this. Cannot miss this.
We can't.
No.
Closing.
Yes.
Testimonials.
Already?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, great. Oh my gosh. We should sit down. Okay. Let's go.
Testimonials from the last training.
Oh my goodness. And thank you, Pastor Hill, for Shalonda. Let me tell you, life-changing. The last one we did was Reignite 26. I didn't even share Natalie, another person who was in the class, what she said about it. But Shalonda, the one you sent, she felt so empowered. She said that it gave her a new mindset where she was no longer going to be operating in fear. She said that she also learned to separate herself from the problems of her family members, so that it's not to say that she doesn't love them, but she has to also, as I told her, stay at the front of her own line. And so it was so powerful. That was a 3-week segment. And she said she hugged you when she saw you because she was just so overjoyed. So yes, definitely.
Shirts. Did you get any shirts made?
I have some, but they're online. I didn't even get one personally to wear myself.
You did not?
No, it's still there. I have not yet, but no, I know. And we're gonna probably have one for Lead Out Loud. So, but yeah. So thank you, Pastor, for that.
Listen, y'all. We are out of time, but not talk.
Yes,
we got to do more of this.
Always good to be back. Yeah,
she's back in the studio in the booth. We got it, y'all. Lead Out Loud, September 17th.
Yes, from
9:30 to 2:30 at the Lucid.
Yes.
Lucid. Okay.
And you register worldclasstraining.net/grow.
Training.net/grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, y'all,
Thank
until
you,
next
Hill.
time.
Always good to see you.
Yes, peace and blessing.